Welcome to a new episode of our channel Generation Alpha. I bet it would make you think about your decisions towards your kids. Let us welcome Nidhi Pandey, an upcoming lawyer.
Hi everybody, I am Nidhi. Uh, I am a lawyer, I am an advocate. I work for a real estate company right now as a legal counsel, as an in-house legal counsel. So, how I came to realize that I could be a lawyer was way back in school, and so none of those career fests or career, counseling for me. Basically what happened was, so what I've noticed is when girls are growing up and when they have this leadership quality in them, so everybody just labels them argumentative. How I realized I was going to be a lawyer was not because I had great confidence in my skills as a lawyer, or because I thought that I'll be able to study law. It was just a matter of spirit for me. I thought that I will fit right in because I am great at arguing.
Kirti Mittal, a food technologist.
Hi, my name is Kirti. I'm a food technologist by profession. So the funny thing is, when I actually started studying food technology, I myself didn't know what exactly a food technologist was. There was a family friend, who told me that they were studying about it, and I was just few months, I think 2 months ago, before I had to start, make a decision and start my college, my bachelor's, and I was just so confused what to do. Biotechnology, zoology, botany. I knew I wanted to do something with biology, with sciences, just not sure. And because I used to watch a lot of food tech documentaries on TV, and then when someone told me, I'm like, okay, this sounds interesting. Maybe let's try it. And then, yeah, and I just loved what I was learning in my third and fourth year of uni in India. And then I came to Australia to pursue my master's. And it has been 1 year since I've started working in R&D position at a food manufacturing facility.
Joyshmita Das, a life science research assistant.
Hi, I'm Jasmita, and I'm currently working as a research assistant in the field of neuroscience. So I had very little idea about biotech in general. So I got to know about biotech when during my 11th standard career fair, career counseling, and there was a presentation regarding biotech. So, like in general, I had this normal thought that okay, if you take bio, you're gonna be doctor. That's it. So with the biotech, I got to know that no, you can be a researcher, you can be a scientist, and there are more to just patient to doctor interaction. It's more about research and lab and experiments and everything. And then I thought that I should probably choose this as a career for my in future, because I was initially thinking of going into architecture field. But then I was like, okay, biotech is completely new, it is totally adventurous, and I was very curious about this field. And so I pursued my biotech education, and I did my undergrad and postgrad in biotech, and hence I am now doing a research assistant in this field.
Dear parents and viewers, one common advice you all must have heard while choosing your career or looking for jobs is to follow your passion. Following the work, ideas, and projects that make you feel fulfilled and motivated can help lead you to jobs you will enjoy and succeed in.
No one really forced me to take this, of course, but I would say to an extent I was conditioned to go for it, since everybody told me that you will do great in this, so you should go for it. It was definitely my own choice.
For me, it was, it was my own choice. I knew I wanted to do something in the biology field, definitely. So, and I love food, I love cooking. So that was a bit like, I always thinking about eating something new. So my creative thinking and my love for food.
Even I agree that I got support from my parents and family, and I chose this, and they were like, okay, do whatever you want, whatever you are passionate about, just go ahead with it, and you do. So yeah, I chose it for myself.
ये विचार सरल है, पर यह समझाना और उस पर अमल करना मुश्किल हो सकता है कि आप वास्तव में किस चीज के बारे में पैशनेट हैं। क्या आपने भी 11th क्लास में उन्हीं विषयों को चुना जिन्हें आप पढ़ना चाहते थे?
First of all, they can start at any time. Requires a lot of your time and attention. So a lot of individuals that I have come across, they have sometimes realized just later in life that they want to pursue law. So having said that, if you are passionate about, if I see a child who is passionate about law and they want to pursue it, I would suggest you start early. So if a child who is in school wishes to pursue this, I would suggest that you start preparing for competitive examinations once you reach 11th or 12th, because these competitive examinations do not require constant studying of 6 hours like some other competitive examinations like engineering or medical, for example. And then after you get into the college of your choice, you will realize that it's a field of a very wide horizon. You will find that you can do a lot of things. So then is when it's going to be a tough call for you to understand what it is really that you really like.
If I take my example, I had physics, chemistry, bio, and maths in my 12th class, and then that was kind of a requirement when I did my bachelor's. But then also in India, when you start doing a BTech course, you always have all the basic courses. So like, it's never like you have to have studied biology or you have to have studied maths, but you should have a basic knowledge of all these courses, because that could help you in understanding more about the food. Because even if you had a chemistry background, you can still become a food technologist. If you had a normal microbiome background, then you can become a food technologist. So I guess it's just your choice when you want to do that switch.
For me, it's almost same like ETs. So in biotech as well, you need a basic science background. It's not necessary to have a bio background as such. Biotech is also fine if you want to take it or not. But later on, after like during BTech biotechnology, you get to know a lot of major fields in biotech like plant or animal, microbiology, and many more. And you can do a lot of internships and volunteer work at different research labs or pharmaceutical companies or biotech companies. And then it's just more about where your curiosity lies and where your passion lies, because research in general is a field where you need a lot of patience and constant hard work, but also you have to have a good willpower, because it's not necessary you will always have a positive result. So you might get negatives, you might not get enough results like after 6-month research. So it's just how strong you are, and they have different specializations in different subjects like maths, physics, microbiome. I mean, you name it, you have it. So it's not necessary you must have a bio field as long as your interest lies in that field.
I would say that no matter where you study from, or no matter which field you choose, in law, or to be honest, in any other field, you are going to go far only if you work hard. there is no shortcut to that. There is no shortcut to success. If you want to achieve anything at all, you are going to have to work hard. There is no other option that you're going to have. At the end of the day, you're going to be remembered only if you were good. So you are going to be good only if you work hard. So always be consistent with hard work. Secondly, I would tell all the future lawyers, all the children who are passionate about law, that this is one field where you can do so much. Like, there is literally nothing that you can't do here. We have to address legal aid issues. We have to give free legal aid and legal counsel to a lot of people, and we happily do it. So what I mean to say is that you can only go so far in your career without giving back to the society, and you will not only have to, but you will want to once you start studying it, because this is such a field which talks about society from day one of your starting of studying law.
In general, my message is like, if you have found your passion, I think you just don't let go of it. Just chase it, and then, but in other sense, you should also be open to some changes, because you don't know what life throws at you. So you should be open to that. And then also, as a food technologist, we have to be aware that a lot of responsibility of food sustainability comes in our hands. So whatever we choose to do today is going to impact the future of our lives and the next generation. So we have to be careful on with what we do, and then you also get the opportunity to explore your own country, the native ingredients.
My message for the future generation would be just take risks in every field. I mean, if you take science or if you take any field, just take risk, because in the coming years there will be so many careers or job opportunities that inculcates different kind of fields and just mix match together, and you just get a new different career itself. And you would definitely find a place in this world or in this career web that you would fit in. So yeah, just take risks. And in field of biotech, I would say that just make sure that you are passionate enough to pursue it, because it's not an easy way ahead. It does take a lot of patience and hard work. But if you are curious that how this stuff works, why it is like that, how does it make this thing, that thing, or something like that. So I mean, if you're curious about it, just go for it. I think it will be very interesting project in your life.
Thank you all for sharing experiential knowledge, which would definitely be an eye and brain opener, not only for parents, but for our viewers too. Finding passion is an ongoing, sometimes lifelong journey. It takes many moments of thoughtful self-reflections, attention, and action to find the topics, tasks, and industries that make you feel excited.
In this episode, we talked to our in-action professional Gen Z, जिन्होंने 11th क्लास में पेरेंट्स को कन्विंस कर लिया था और उन्हें ट्रेडिशनल सब्जेक्ट्स में से ही उन्होंने वही विषयों को चुना जिन्हें पढ़कर उनके लिए पढ़ाई बोझ नहीं रही, and now who are passionately doing their jobs. Bye bye.